you're having a hard time selling your home in this high interest rate environment, well, don't feel alone. You're not the only one. There's a lot of people that are having a hard time getting buyers to come through their properties and getting their homes sold. But today I'm going to give you 3 critical things that you need to do to make sure your home gets sold fast and for top dollar. So before we go on to those 3 things, if you do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button on there. Really helps me out, helps me grow the channel, helps me get this information out to as many people. Doesn't take very long for you to do, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. So welcome everybody. This is the Utah real estate market with me, Chris. Appreciate you joining me today. Whether you're looking to sell, buy, relocate, or invest, it doesn't matter whether you're doing that in 9 days or 90 days, I'm here to help. If you have any questions, all my information is down below. I'd love to chat with you. Feel free to send me a text, an email, a phone call, whatever's best for you. If you have questions on what you need to do to get your home sold, where you should be buying, where you're going to get the best interest rate, what builders are giving the best incentives, and what area is best for you and your family, reach out down below. All my information is down there, and I'd love to talk to you. So in today's high interest rate environment, it's really hard to get people to be able to afford the monthly payment. Your home might be priced correctly, and maybe you presented it in the best possible light, which is what you have to do. But if they can't afford the payment, it's really hard for people to go out and be able to justify making that payment on a beautiful home that I'm sure you have, and hopefully it's well presented and you've got an agent that's really doing a great job for you. But if you're not doing these 3 things, you're selling yourself short. The number 1 thing you got to make sure you're doing, you've got to price it correctly. So if you haven't priced your home correctly, you need to have a talk with your agent. You need to find out where it should be priced. Get a second or get a third opinion. If you have a Rambler, you need to look at all the other Ramblers of similar size and age and condition, interior and exterior photos that are under contract and sold, and your competition with at least a mile radius so that you can compare apples to apples. Don't compare your house to the 2-story house that has 3,000 more square feet in a much larger lot. That's not going to do any good. You need to find the comparables that look just like your home. Bracket your house. So if it's a 2000 build, go 5 or 10 years before and 5 or 10 years after. If it's 2,500 square feet, go 2,000 square feet to 3,000 square feet. Look at the homes in similar size and age and condition to your home, and then price it correctly. If you've got a good agent, he's already done all that. He should have priced it correctly. My rule of thumb is if I list a property and I don't get any people calling or showing it within the first 2 weeks, then there's a problem. I've either priced it too high or something's not right. So instead of just dropping that price down $10,000 every week in this environment, that's not going to work. So my number 2 tip is you need to offer some type of incentive to get those people to come and look at your home and be interested in putting an offer in. Did you know most of the builders out there are offering buy down rates right now? It's really hard to compete with a brand new home with a decent price because they're lowering their prices to get rid of their inventory. And a lot of them are offering 5.99%, 5.5%. And in May of 2024, that's a really good rate. The typical rate going right now is about 7 to 7.5%. So if they're offering a full percent lower, it's hard to compete with that, right? But did you know you can do the same thing? So this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to your lender and find out what the incentives are that they have that you can offer potential buyers. And this is where I'm seeing a lot of people are confused. In the past, people would just lower their price a little bit, and that would get buyers off the fence because the interest rates were low. Well, you can't do that anymore because the payment's still going to be high. Lowering your home $10,000 or $20,000 really does not affect the payment that much. But buying down that interest rate a full percentage point does affect the payment a lot, and it will save you a ton of money over the 30-year life of the loan and interest. So let's give you an example. If you've got a 6.5% interest rate and your home is $400,000 that you're selling, your payment is going to be $2,528, right? So let's say that you offer an incentive and you want to lower the price of the home by $16,000. Well, up front, they're going to save $16,000, but the payment still going to be, $2,502 $2, let's say, or something. It's not going to lower it that much. It really doesn't have that much of an effect on it. But if you take that same $16,000 and you buy down that interest rate from 6.5% to 5.5%, that's a lot more palatable to a buyer. His payment is going to go down to $2,271. But more importantly, over the life of that 30-year loan, if he keeps that payment and he keeps that interest rate, which honestly, chances are he's not going to. He's going to refinance that, or he's going to sell that. But if he did, you can advertise this, and if your agent really knows what they're doing, they'll know how to advertise this for you. But they're going to save over $92,000 in interest over a 30-year life of the loan. That's much more enticing than saving a one-time upfront cost of $16,000. And furthermore, you don't have to lower the price. Oftentimes, you can build that $16,000 into the price. So instead of $400,000, you can go $416,000 on your offer price. So you're still going to net the same amount of money, but you're going to offer somebody a great buy down rate. That's how you compete with builders. That's how you get people off the fence to get them to give you an offer on your home and get your home sold for top dollar. And my number 3 tip, that if you've got a good agent, he or she should be doing this for you. When everybody comes and looks at a house, they always have to leave some type of information that the agent has, an email or phone number, and there's automated systems that go out to that agent, ask for feedback. Now, a lot of times those agents, if clients don't like that house, they're just on to the next one, and they're going to totally ignore that email. Less than 10% of people respond to those emails. So what you need to do is make sure that your agent is contacting every agent and every person that's gone through your home and looked at it, and you find out what their opinion of it was. What did they like? What did they not like? What turned them off? If there's something that they're really turned off by, you have a chance to fix it. But if you don't know what it is, you don't have a chance to fix it. So say you have a really old AC unit and they're really concerned about that. Well, there's several things you can do to mitigate that concern. You can offer them to buy a new one and replace it. You can offer a 2 or 3 or 4 year warranty, home warranty. So if it goes out during that time, they have peace of mind that it will be covered. And a lot of home warranties cover AC units. So say you have a bad roof, you have a couple of options there. You can just replace the roof, so people will have a brand new roof. A lot of insurance companies with roofs older than 15 years are now not accepting those customers, I found out today. So it's kind of crazy, but the insurance industry is changing and it's really tightening down, and the rates are going up. So if you can afford to put a brand new roof on, if your roof is older than 15 years, I would recommend you go ahead and do that. That's a great selling point. But if you can't afford to do that up front, then just offer them a home warranty, or offer them some incentive that will mitigate their concerns when it comes to buying your particular home. But if you don't know what those concerns are, how are you going to mitigate those concerns? Also, do me a favor, if you're getting any information out of these videos, hit that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it. It only takes a second. Really helps me grow the channel, and it helps me get this information out to as many people as possible. And thank you for doing that. So again, if you have questions about any of these things or some of my other tips on how to present your home in the best light, I did create a video about it. I'll link to it up here. You can look at that. If you're not doing those 10 things, then you're really missing out on presenting your home in the best light to get it sold quickly and for top dollar for what you want it for. A lot of those things aren't really hard to do or expensive to do, but if you have the time to do it, make sure you have somebody that's helping you, walking through that home with you, giving you some good advice. And make sure you hire the right agent, somebody with a lot of experience. I've sold over 1,000 homes and been in the business almost 25 years. So if you have questions, again, reach out to me any number of ways. All my information is down below. I'd love to answer any questions for you. And if you have concerns, just I'd love to chat with you and help you get your home sold for top dollar. Also, if you're buying or know anybody buying and they want to know who is offering the best incentives and the best rates and which builders have the best product and the best buy down rates, I'm out looking at properties every day for clients. I have that information as well. Some of it's on the channel here. You can go and take a look and watch those videos also. Get some great information there. I appreciate you joining me today. Hopefully these 3 tips will help you get your home sold quickly and for top dollar. And until the next time, have a great day. I'll see you later.